This is 7 National News. In our top story this evening, UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, will participate in a discussion session during the first government summit to be held on the 11th and 12th of February. Held under the theme Towards Excellent Government Services, the summit will provide a platform to exchange experience, knowledge and views. Sheikh Mohammed will share his views on government services, tackle important government principles and national priorities to the UAE government, in addition to discussing Vision 2021, launched 3 years ago to establish the UAE as one of the best countries worldwide in terms of best practices in government services. The summit will host more than 2,000 delegates from both the federal and local sectors, international organisations and bodies, as well as international experts, along with a number of UAE presidential guest speakers. Additionally, the ruler of Dubai held telephone talks with Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard on Tuesday afternoon to discuss boosting bilateral relations between the UAE and Australia for the best interests of both countries. The cost of over 6,600 chronic and non-chronic prescription medicines will be reduced by up to 40% from today, which will provide favourable support for both patients and the UAE, as announced this morning by the Ministry of Health. The UAE is the first country within the Middle East region to implement this initiative upon the approval of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai. According to His Excellency Dr. Amin Hussein Al Amiri, Assistant Under Secretary for Medical Practice and Licenses at the MOH, all imported products will be priced and fixed in US dollars and will increase the profit margin of private pharmacies in 3 categories. Amongst the UAE, another 5 countries were requested to also implement the dollarization, including Qatar, Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. However, only the Emirates has taken action.
We are trying to unify the pricing in US dollar with the rest of the GCC countries, but Emirates was the first country to price in US dollar. This decision has been taken in 2007 by the leaders of the Gulf state countries, and the reduction of the price of the medicine came to 6,632 medicine. Their price has been reduced from 1 to 40%, and this is great support for the patients. Out of 6,632, 2,101 is for chronic disease, and the rest is for non-chronic disease. And in fact, this is a great support for the patients and the availability of the Emirates. The margin of the pharmacies was 24% for the non-chronic disease, 18% for the chronic disease. Their margin was low, in fact. And the majority of the medicines, their margin was 18%. But here now, we increased the margin of the private pharmacies to 28% for the medicines, which are priced from 1 dirham to 250 dirham. And out of 7,053 products registered in the Emirates, 5,900 priced below 250, which it means the majority of the medicine, their profit is 28%. This is a great support for the private pharmacies.
Today's reduction comes after 2 years of much deliberation and collaboration with leading pharmaceutical companies such as Pfizer, Merck, Bayer and AstraZeneca. Health officials stated that the aim is to reduce the financial burden faced by patients who struggle to pay high healthcare bills.
We have something like more than 5,000 products that will be actually reduced at the public price, and which really matters, because the most important thing when we think of taking care of patients, or the most important end user, the patients. So in the end, the mechanism that has been followed by the unique initiative by the Ministry of Health will lower the price at the patient level. So what we know from today is that we have more than 5,000 drugs actually being lowered at the market level.
The majority of road accidents are caused by people under the age of 30, and the authorities are teaming up to launch a long-term campaign to raise awareness. Dubai's Corporate for Ambulance Services received 20,000 trauma patients who were below 30 years of age in 2012, and the DCAS, the Dubai Health Authority and Roads and Transport Authority, in partnership with the mobile healthcare unit of DM Healthcare, are on a mission to tackle the issue. Officials also revealed that the number of emergency callers increased from 88,000 in 2011 to over 105,000 in 2012, and hospitals under the DHA received 70,000 road-related accidents. They added that by cooperating with the private sector and other healthcare facilities, they are raising road safety awareness among the community and increasing the availability of ambulances to save a life in real time. Dubai has added another Guinness World Record to its books through the Emirates Financial Tower's intelligent parking system in the DIFC, which was awarded the title of the largest automated parking facility in the world. The intelligent parking system in Emirates Financial Towers was developed by Insha PSC in conjunction with MAG Group. The automated parking technology system is driven electromechanically, and there are no pneumatics or hydraulics, which means movements are smooth and quiet. Speaking about the Guinness World Record, the CEO of Ensha, Raza Jafar, was quoted as saying that they are delighted with the win and that providing sufficient and efficient parking solutions is always a major concern in Dubai. Finally this evening, Alchemy Project in association with Dubai Calendar is giving residents a chance to experience another world-class performance as the much-awaited Dralian by Cirque du Soleil premieres tonight in Dubai at the Trade Centre Arena and will run until the 17th of February. This marks the first time that Dralian will be performed in the Middle East. Running for over a decade now, it will showcase a fusion of the 3,000-year-old tradition of Chinese acrobatic arts with the multidisciplinary approach of Cirque du Soleil. The show tours around the world, travelling with a team of experts in various fields from 17 countries, lugging around 400,000 pounds of equipment to ensure an amazing show every time. A sneak preview of the behind-the-scenes shows their attention to detail, from the logistics and production crew, sounds, lights, props and costumes to the performers. They say while challenges arise, it is a rewarding job to entertain audiences around the globe with a spectacular show.
I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I've been with Cirque for over 4 years. So one of the most challenging things is the bamboo, which is like a 20-feet long pole. You can see it at the side stage because it's a long pole with lots of decoration, and it takes a long time to do all the fixing.
We have a lot of Eastern concepts such as, deities, and you'll see some of the concepts in the show where people are flying from the ceiling and, there's dragons, but you also have the Western aspects, like you'll see, for example, at one point, a trampoline number. So all that resonates pretty well with an international community like Dubai. We've had a great response already. I think we're at 42 or 47,000 tickets sold for the next 2 weeks. So that's fantastic.
The show's name is derived from its two emblematic creatures, the dragon symbolising the East and the lion symbolising the West. The show is inspired from the Eastern philosophy and its never-ending quest for harmony between humans and nature. Among the cast is a Hungarian aerial acrobat portraying the character of air and a former Filipino ballet dancer in the role of fire.
The creation of the show itself took about 2 years, so it was a very long creation process. Then we went through a massive restaging process for about 6 months to be able to put it into this sort of format. But to bring it to Dubai, we've just had 5 weeks break for us while a lot of people are working in the background with all the logistics that are involved, because we're traveling with a huge amount of equipment here in a multi-million-dollar set that contains a lot of surprises. Then aside from that, we did some training in Montreal with some of our artists, and another group trained in Hungary, and another group trained in China, and now all 17 different nationalities are coming together these days to put the show back on the stage.
We try to treat our bodies healthy, so with food and of course a lot of stretching and strengthening, conditioning exercises. And I practice a lot, so some specific training also. But depends, because when we have a lot of shows, we don't need to work out so much. We try to relax and avoid the injuries, because if you're not relaxed enough, then can cause injury also. So it depends all the time how we treat our bodies and how we keep in shape.
I was a ballet dancer. I went to North Carolina School of the Arts and Alvin Ailey to study, and then danced with ballet companies in the United States and Europe. I danced for 17 years,
And then I wanted to do something different, and this is definitely something different than ballet.